may I look at his spindle gouge and his parting tool that he was using just to kind of see what the grind looks like?
Sure.
Sure.
I have, oh boy. Okay. I am more than happy to do this, but I am also I don't know if I'm going to get judged
No, you're not.
because these are the three spindle gouges. And then
No judging.
these are my
No
parting tools.
judging, Clayton.
It's far too many. Okay, so the ones that I used, this one is if you buy a 1/16 parting tool from like Metal Aids, this was like $5 on Amazon. This is M42 steel. So I put a little bit of a flute in it. It works incredibly. This reciprocating saw blade. So the ones that I've been using so far are 3/8 square stock M42. I mean, this one's off eBay. Like I just got steel and ground it. But 3/8 Badan. I think this is the Nick Cook parting tool. That's what he told me, but it's the fluted ultra thin parting tool. That is kind of similar.
When you say fluted, what do you mean by fluted, Clayton?
Ah, great question. Um, so the so these have so this is just a Sorby parting tool that's got the little cutting edge right there, but all along this top ridge, it's actually dished in just a little bit. So what you end up with is not just a flat parting tool, kind of like this. This is a diamond parting tool,
Right.
and it's got a flat grind all the way across. This has a little tiny groove in it, and it's with this one, it's almost imperceptible. But I put them on my other ones, so maybe I can show. Yeah, this gigantic hunk of steel that I got a long time ago. I don't know if it's going to show up well, but if you can see just a little bit of a hollow grind on it, where it's got instead of having a flat, it's got 2 points. So what that ends up doing is slicing into the wood a whole lot better than it would if it was just trying to do a peeling scraping cut.
Got
It
it.
actually has this as the wood. You, it doesn't really matter which way you want to use it, but it's usually safer or easier to control if you have the groove down. But when the wood comes in, it hits this sheer point, this sharp point,
Right.
and curls almost like a gouge. So if you use it for honey dippers or something, if you've ever used a really thin parting tool and not been able to get a clean cut down the sides, these fluted gouges are how you do it. It takes so much less sanding. That specialty tool that I called it, that was just an old Craftsman diamond fluted, because it's curved and it's swept back. This is in the exact same orientation as one half of a fluted tool. It'd be come back up
Right.
around here. So when I undercut this, like if you make a lot of Christmas trees or
Yep.
anything where you undercut the base, it gives the cleanest finish. It burnishes and scrapes along here. It slices along here. And because once you part it off, you can't really sand it
Right.
on
Yeah,
the
it's
lathe
perfect
anymore.
for doing undercuts. There's a lot of us that do that. For your flute on that parting tool there, how do you grind that in?
So Harbor Freight sells I have it inside, but they have a little 3 inch, maybe 4 inch diamond grinding wheel, and it comes to a point. I
Okay.
chuck that up in a drill truck, in a Jacobs truck, and just very carefully act like I'm trying to part into it, and it just cuts that groove.
Right on.
The
Okay.
other, for anything else, I have this Allen Lacer honing grinding stone, and this small point is just enough that it kind of just kind of angle in,
Both sides. Oh,
and you just kind of
You want
rub it back and forth, and it
really fucking
puts, if nothing else, it puts a burr on it so that you can cut with a burr, like when you get a really good finish with a scraper.
right.
doing it wrong.
Is that over explain it enough?
Nope, and I believe that it satisfies the questions that were asked.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it was a good night. Thank you.
We're not done, Al. We're not done.
I'll tell you what, I'm having a blast already.
We're not done. He's
Well, that's
got
good to
another
hear.
project to make.
Oh, and then the spindle gouges. I'll just run through these kind of quick. These are both the Mike Mahoney 3/8 ones. This one has a very steep point on it, so I can use it for like a finial gouge. This is, and I have another one somewhere because this one's reaching the end of its life, is just a crown 1/2 inch spindle gouge, but I have really gotten used to the convex bevel.
And that's
So
the
it's
Mark
got,
Soleil grind, right?
it is. And then
And
speaking of
and we
which,
have a demo. We have a YouTube video on Mark showing how to grind it from start to finish on a fresh tool to what Mark uses for his convex grind on his spindle gouges. So it's on our YouTube channel.
yes, it is comprehensive. Whenever I got this tool, I ended up grinding it based on that video, and it has worked. The only time that I've had trouble with it was when I started freehand sharpening, because I'll take it to the grinder and just kind of move it up and down and follow the cutting angle, and that gives this really nice rounded over angle. It's even a little steep right now, but whenever I first started trying to freehand grind, I started calling it moron sharpening because I felt dumb while I was doing it, and you always seem to grind more on one side or more on the other. But
Have been there, done that.
it's a very efficient tool that, I mean,
Cuts like a skew.
it does. It once you figure out the skew and you start doing every other tool as if it's a skew, then it just
Right.
the work just flies.